Hi guys, Dazzie here with another episode of my top 20 selling comic books of the week. This time it's episode 22. This has proved a pretty popular series amongst you guys. And today I'm going to be discussing the best selling comic books on eBay from the 14th of March 2019. Basically, coverprice.com launched recently and has quickly become a go-to spot for watching eBay trends on comics. And they scour thousands of eBay sales to governate data to spotlight the hottest selling comics. Here is this week's top 20. Let's see if you can beat me, guys. I like the challenge. Starting in at number 20 on our list. Do I have it? I do. And what's better? I have 2 copies. Yeah, it's Naomi issue 1. This book is blowing up. Basically, this is part of DC Wonder Comics imprint led by Brian Michael Bendis, directed towards younger readers. This is a premiere issue of an ongoing series by Brian Michael Bendis introducing Naomi, a seemingly normal girl who has a connection to the DC multiverse. Now, it has been talked about in great depth that Naomi is going to have a huge part this year in upcoming events in the DC universe. This week, 25 copies have sold, guys, of this book. The 7-day trend is plus 143%. Now, I paid cover price £3.50 for both of my copies, but you can now get a raw sale of this book at $17, guys. $17. It's going up and up, guys. I told you, get on Naomi. Get that book. In at number 19. Do I have number 19 on our list? I don't. Would love to get this. I might look for this at the con this weekend. That is, of course, Avenging Spider-Man, issue number 9. Massive book, guys. First Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. Obviously heating up due to the Captain Marvel film. I've seen the film. I give it about a 7.5. It's a middle of the pack kind of film for me. Had its moments, but didn't have everything I wanted in the movie. Well, 36 copies have sold of Avenging Spider-Man 9 this week. The 7-day trend plus 101%. A high sale now of 9.8 is $600 of Avenging Spider-Man number 9. Crazy, crazy stuff. In at number 18, do I have 18? I do. I did a hot comic book alert on it and it was one of my specials. This is Superboy, issue 0. That is our 18th book this week. This is the cameo appearance of King Shark, who is Nanu, whose first full appearance we'll come to maybe in a bit. But King Shark has already been appearing on the Flash TV series to great effect. I like how they've portrayed him in the series. But now he is being supposedly cast in the Suicide Squad 2 movie or reboot coming from Gunn. So look out for this book, guys. 31 copies have sold this week. The 7-day trend is plus 124%. Now, this is surprising. A high sale 9.6 sold for as little as $39.99. I paid just £1 for mine, and it's a high grade book too. I think I gave one away, or certainly the full appearance in a giveaway recently. So look out for this. The first cameo of King Shark. That was our number 18. Number 17 on our list. Do I have it? I'm going okay. This is almost Fallout. Again, he's still there. Issue number 4. Of course, the first appearance of Miles Morales, the star of the Into the Spider-Verse. Fantastic animated feature film. 39 copies have sold of this of late. It has a 7-day trend of plus 99%. The high sale now of 9.8, $357.22. Crazy stuff. Now, like I said, I picked mine up for £13.90 in March of last year. So just a little over a year ago. Just shows you how much is going up. Raw is probably now around about 50 to 70 in that kind of range. Passed on a second copy recently for about 15, and my mate picked it up. So there we go. I put him onto the book and he grabbed it. You can't win them all. Kind of regret it, but that's what it is. Good book to have. A bit of a stalwart now in our top 20. That is our 17th book. Number 16 on our list. And talking of stalwarts, he's still going strong, unbelievably. This is Batman Damned, issue 1. Basically the premiere issue in the DC Black Label launch, which gives established creators creative freedom to explore characters and stories outside of continuity. This was obviously sold out due to a media uproar over a nudity panel. Yeah, the first Batawang. Batman's private parts appear in this book. I've told the story a million times. Had the book in my hands, put it back on the shelf. It was too big, it was too pricey, and now I've ended up paying £45 for a copy, which is madness. But I think it's a stayer. I've never seen a book like this in my 3.5, 4 years of collecting. 40 copies have sold of this week. The 7-day trend of plus 96%. A 9.9. Now this is the thing with this book. These are all tend to be high grade because the square bound book. A 9.9 sold for $165. I think a 10.0 sold some time ago for about $1,200. So you can see the difference. And a 10 and a 9.9. It's coming down, but Raws are still around the £70 mark. Up next, number 15 on our list. Do I have it? I do. And what's better than one copy? 2. Yeah, I'm all set for the film, guys. Of course, there is an Eternals movie coming out. It is in production at the moment. Cannot wait for this. And this is obviously the first appearance and origin of the Eternals team. And in this book, you get the first appearance of Icarus, Brother Toad, Margot Damian, the Deviants, or Deviants team, Cataphracts, Dr. Damien, Vera. And it's also got the first mention of the Celestials, who are bound to be playing a part in the Eternals film. Their first appearance is in the next issue, issue 2. Can't wait for the Eternals film. Got great hopes for it. It's going to be very similar, I think, into the tone of DC's, obviously, New Gods. Now, 31 copies have sold of this book this week. The 7-day trend of plus 127%. High sale of $999.99 for a 9.8. Can you believe it? Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I think this one's got a little bit of a nothing major, but I paid about 10 or £12 for this copy. This copy I paid $14.95. This is my better copy. It's about 6.5, 7. But just glad to own them. It's not often you get an opportunity to pick up a main MCU film title for affordable, you know. Raws now you're going to pay in a 50 to 60 range, I think, for an Eternals one, but don't sleep on that book. Up next, number 14 on our list. Do I have the book? I don't. Wish I did. And we are talking, of course, Captain Marvel movies spec. This is Miss Marvel issue number 1. Yeah, that's another stalwart in our list for now. That's again first Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel. I think that's her first solo title, isn't it? My friend Lewis sold a 9.8 in that for $2,000. Sweet, sweet money. But you know, I'm a collector. I want to hold on to it. I'm a fool, really. But if I had it, Miss Marvel issue 1 this week sold 53 copies, a 7-day trend of plus 77%. A high sale this week, just gone. Lewis, you got competition. $2,024.99 for a 9.8 sold just this week. Crazy stuff for Miss Marvel issue 1. Number 13 on our list. Do I have it? I do. Oh, you in goodness, of course. This is Immortal Hulk issue number 12. This is the first appearance of the One Below All. Now, 48 copies have sold of this book this past week. The 7-day trend of plus 88%. And a high sale, 9.6 of this book has just sold for $99.99. Crazy for a book that's only been out in a matter of weeks. Lovely Alex Ross cover. Al Ewing is on fire with this title. I've met the guy. Great guy. That is Immortal Hulk, issue 12, or number 13 on our list. Number 12 on our list was another book I spec'd on a long time ago, and it has recently been optioned, which is great news for me, and hopefully a lot of you guys too. This is Ports of Earth, issue 1. Like I say, it's on its way. It's going to be a movie, I believe, which will be fantastic. I think it's kind of like along the lines of it. Aliens are trying to live amongst us, but then there's a few rogue ones and a bit of an invasion comes. I've not read it as yet. I intend to very soon. This is from Top Cow, which is an Image imprint. 28 copies have sold of this this past week or so. 7-day trend plus 177%. I paid £3.50 for this a long time ago. I just had a feeling about this. I was reading on the forums, and a high sale now is $24.99. So it's going up, guys. Don't sleep on this one. Port of Earth. Number 11, as we approach the big top 10, is another Al Ewing book. It is this week's, the latest Immortal Hulk. This is issue 14. Love this cover. It's not going for big bucks, but it's very popular. 38 copies have sold of this of late, plus 152%, with a high sale of just $10, so it's still achievable. I paid £3.50 for mine. Happy to have that book. Into the big top 10. At number 10 on our list, see, I read this book and it's okay. Very Jumanji-like, and just from that, you'll probably understand what I'm on about. It is Die, issue number 1. This and the regular cover. Lovely cover, absolutely stunning cover. Basically, it's a group of adults have to face a terrifying, unearthly visitor that was unleashed decades earlier during a role-playing game that they barely survived the first time around. Gorgeous Stephanie Hans cover. And it's the first issue, obviously, of the Hot series. The first issue has already gone to a 4th printing. The 7-day trend on this book, plus 115%. 44 copies have sold of this book just recently. Average raw sales now, $20.50 on average. Crazy. I paid £3.20 for mine the day it came out, I think. The average graded 9.8. They're out there already. $115. Lovely book from Image Comics. That's Die. Number 9 on our list. Do I have number 9? No. And this is a book I really want, but I just don't want to pay money for a free comic book. And the book in question is The Umbrella Academy issue. Well, it's a free comic book, isn't it? Now, like I say, I want this book really bad. I'm going to a con on Saturday and Sunday, and 2 of the characters are there. Rumour and the big strong guy. I can't even remember his name now. But those 2, I'm going to get their signatures, and I really wanted it on that book. But it's like so dear. And one of the script writers is there. Gerald Way's co-script writer is also going to be there. I would love to have got the 3 of them to sign it. Maybe I can find the book on the day and get lucky, but eBay prices are crazy now. The 7-day trend on that book, plus 97%. For a book that was, of course, the first appearance of the Umbrella Academy. That Netflix show is fantastic. Unbelievably detailed writing from Gerald Way and his co-writer. I like all the characters, really, I've got to be honest. But the standouts for me are number 5, the young lad, and the big guy I like, and Klaus. Yeah, that's my daughter. My daughter's favourite is Klaus. He's wacky, isn't he? The 7-day trend, like I said, plus 97%. 82 copies of that free comic book have sold this past week. Average raw sale now, $77.41. I passed on a sort of average copy, I mean mid-grade probably, for about $39, and I'm kind of regretting it now. Even the graphic novels in my area are sold out. My daughter has issue 1 and 2 of the graphic novels. She's a big Gerald Way fan. The average 9.8 now of a free comic book, $218. Got to get that book somehow, some way. Carpet Tony needs to deliver for me. Okay, up next, number 8 on our list is a book I did a hot comic book alert on, a special on, and a book that I own. It is Detective Comics 585. It's creepy how many of my hot comic book alerts make these top 20s, guys. Please look back through them. There are books that are really on fire. Now this is the first appearance of Ratcatcher. Now Ratcatcher has been confirmed to be in the next Suicide Squad film from Gunn. And but there's a little bit of difference. This Ratcatcher is Otis Flanagan. Now the Ratcatcher in the Suicide Squad movie is going to be female. So there's a bit of a gender swap there. Now as you can see, mine's not the highest grade. There's a little bit of something happening up here, but the good thing about it is I got it signed by the writer John Wagner. Yeah, very cool thing to do. The 7-day trend on this book, plus 383%. 21 copies have sold of this book just of late. I paid just £1 for mine, but the average raw sale now $20.26. There aren't any graded copies out there, but a great book to have. First Ratcatcher. Number 7 on our list is another stalwart of late. And again, it's another signed book from me. This is Avengers 684. This is the first appearance of the Immortal Hulk. Yeah, this is what CGC is now classing as his first appearance. The 7-day trend on this book, plus 103%. 79 copies of this book have sold of late. The average raw sale, I paid £4.50 for this one, I think. Might even be about £4. But now they're going for $43.22. And 9.8's out there, 117 bucks. Insanity. Now it's not a bad book. It's also got the first appearance of the Iron Hulk, who was General Robert Al Maverick. The origin of Voyager, who's Valerie Victor. A nice Mark Brooks cover. And like I said, my copy is signed, as you can see, by Al Ewing. 28 books he signed that day. I've said it a million times. Just last year he signed that. Good guy to talk to. Trust me. Gets bad press, but for me he was great. Talked a lot about Immortal Hulk. I think he'd written about 3 or 4 issues at the time. Number 6 on our list, Talking of the Immortal Hulk, is a book that is heating up due to that. And this is another book I own. I'm doing quite well. This is Hulk, issue 16. Yeah, another bargain. Picked this up in Cheltenham. When did I pick this up? Earlier this year, actually. Just February. £3 I paid. Great book to have because this is the first full appearance and first cover appearance of the She-Hulk, Betty Ross. Now, of course, Betty Ross is, her eyes, she's dead now, I think, in Immortal Hulk, and her eyes are glowing red. They think she's going to return as the Immortal Red Hulk. So, the 7-day trend on this book, plus 166%. 49 copies of this book have sold this past week. Average raw sale now, $19. Great book to have, guys. No graded books out there, but get on this Red She-Hulk books. I got a feeling that if the She-Hulk appears in an MCU film, she may well appear either in as a red She-Hulk or a grey She-Hulk. I think that's a sensational She-Hulk book that the grey She-Hulk first appears in. I'm on that one as well. I'm going to get that. Up next on our list is a book that I had in my hands, but I put it back. I think it was a good move because they're saying this is the first full appearance of a new character in Deadpool issue 10. The first full appearance of Good Night. Now the reason I didn't pick it up is because Good Night appears in issue 1 of Deadpool, and I have that book. So I'm trying to stay away from the new comic books. But there's a market for this book now. It's heating up. The 7-day trend, plus 239%. 39 copies have sold of this past week. The average raw sale now, you're over double your money. $10.24. No graded books out there. But if you're a Deadpool fan, that's a must for you. Issue 10, that was our number 5. Number 4 on our list is a book I slept on and I'm not happy about it. I've asked my LCS to try and pre-order one, get me one. I don't know that much hope. They don't usually deliver for me. But the book in question is a book I don't own. Number 4 on our list is Old Lady Harley, issue number 4, guys. Issue number 4. And obviously that is the reason is it's the first old Joker, but it's the first son of Joker and Harley Quinn. Yeah, Joker Jr., I guess. The 7-day trend on Old Lady Harley issue 5 is plus 100%. 117 copies have sold this past week. The average raw sale now, $14.52. It's a good book. I want this book. No graded books out there, but that's our number 4 on our list. Now, number 3 on our list. Do I have number 3? I do, because it was part of my Hot Comic Book Alert special. It's Superboy, issue number 9. Earlier we had the first cameo of King Shark. This is the first full appearance in Superboy issue 9. Of course, like I said, King Shark, who Nanu is going to be appearing in the new Suicide Squad movie. Now, the 7-day trend on this book, plus 442%. I think in all the weeks I've been doing this, that is a record. 41 copies have sold this week. The average raw sale now, $19.87. I paid £1 for this. I'm sure I gave one away in a giveaway as well. This is really high grade too. The average graded 9.8 though, $64.15. I like the King Shark. Love him in the flash. Can't wait to see him on the big screen. Number 2 on our list. Do I have it? I do. Picked this one up a week or so ago. Paid £5 for my copy. This is the first cameo of the Red She-Hulk in this book, guys. All right. So we've had the first full in 16. This is the first cameo in 15. Okay. The 7-day trend plus 665%. We got a new world record. 665%. 65 copies have sold this week. The average raw sale now, $23.16. I've done all right with my favourite. A 9.6 though, crazily sold for as little as $41. Good book to get, guys. I've told you, I've got high hopes for the Red She-Hulk going forward. And on to our final book, our number 1 book of the week. I don't own it. I don't know how many of you do. It was another of my Hot Comic Book Alerts. It is the legendary Ziggy Pig, Silly Seal Secret Variant. Oh my days. The regular has a variant on the map. This one has a Pooh variant. It's a Pooh Creek variant. That's our number 1 of all the books. What on earth? And we have a new world record of plus 725% on the 7-day trend. 57 copies of that book have sold this week. The average raw sale book now, $20.18. My LCS only got the regular cover in. I did look for it. I do like a challenge. There's no graded books out there. Can you believe it? Insanity. A Pooh variant is our number 1 book of the week. So, what was my total this week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, Dazzie. 11, 12, 13, and 14. That could be a new record for the 20, I think. Let's see if you can beat me. I'm pretty sure you will. That's Dazzie over now. Bye for now. Thanks for watching.